Right, do you think our troubles are over now? I've had 24 hours of troubles. The highlight of my 24 hours has been a kebab. I've had enough of it. I'm tired.
I know.
I've had 2 days of this now.
I'm being very supportive. I love you. Do you want another kebab?
After a beautiful October day yesterday, we awake to a misty grey morning on the Tame Valley Canal. When I say a beautiful day, that is only in reference to the weather. I personally had a really hard day single-handing down the Rushall flight, see previous vlog. However, this had been a cracking mooring in an urban environment, though it's hard to believe that we're not in the middle of the countryside.
Bye, Perry Barr. You're lovely up here.
Oh, we didn't go to the cake shop.
You're a bit grim down there, but the kebab was good.
We didn't go to the cake shop.
The cake shop's shut. Should have thought about that last night when I told you about it. You had a chance, you had an opportunity.
You've woken up in a good mood.
Full of the joys of October. It's alright though, that's a great mooring really.
It was, I really like that.
Not knowing this run through Brum, I wasn't aware of where safe moorings were.
All along this stretch is nice.
You're up out of the way, aren't you? You're not particularly visible to the
Naked eye.
to the potential ne'er-do-wells.
Why would there be ne'er-do-wells along the
There's
canal?
ne'er-do-wells everywhere. They lurk like nuclear mutants. It drops dark and they come out.
Why nuclear mutant?
The films that we see of like Mad Max and things like that, where it's
You know what?
that.
I have never seen Mad Max.
Anyway, films like that where they're in this
Terminator.
world where things have gone wrong. It's always the ne'er-do-wells that prosper. It's always those nuclear mutants who lurk in the shadows.
What would you rather do? Be killed outright or be a survivor?
Survivor.
Yeah.
I'm a born survivor.
I'd rather be killed outright.
Well, I'd help you with that.
Why?
Because I'd become a nuclear mutant. They're the survivors. That is it. Friday.
Friday?
It's Friday. What's the date? About the
18th of October.
18th. Friday the 18th of October.
How do you not know these things?
I don't know.
I've got a little calendar on the boat.
It all went wrong when you retired. I used to know what day of the week it was because of you being at work.
I knew I would be at fault somewhere in this conversation.
Oh yes, yes. Get yourself back to work so we all know what we're up to. We've got a bit more money in the bank.
Oh, because we're really, really broke.
So you were just saying?
I'm just saying we seem to have gone from an embankment to a cutting.
A cutting, we have. So obviously some gradient changes going on here. So this is Firth Bridge. I've seen quite a lot of photographs of this on the a couple of the BCN type Facebook groups. I think they catch some good light on it, I think, going the other way sometimes.
What is it? A footbridge, rail, road?
I think it's a footbridge. I haven't seen anybody driving across it.
It's quite a straight route, isn't it?
Very. It's been straight. Oh, there's somebody walking across the bridge. It's been very straight right out of Birmingham. I know we then turned off, didn't we? But even then, the Rushall Canal was dead straight.
Yeah.
There would be much more modern canal. If I looked at the date, these are probably 1830s or something, which is like
really
60 years beyond Brindley's twisty things. So I guess when they dug this cutting out, they used the soil from here to create an embankment over there.
Cheaper than a lock.
They must have done something like that. Apparently yes, but I just think the work, I don't know how they moved all of this earth. I mean, it's rock, isn't there? So there would have been a lot of blasting and stuff. I guess it had to be done. Wouldn't it be lovely to just go back in time to see them actually doing it, so you could get a true grasp of it?
What happens if you got stuck there then, couldn't come back? Would you be happy?
Well, I'd tell Mr. Brindley to straighten up his act. What are you making them all go curly-whirly like that for? I'd also pat him on the back and say, thank you for making curly-whirly canals, because they're very pretty.
I think at that point you'd be taken off to the sanatorium.
Yes.
Did you enjoy your rest of that solar system program last night?
Yes, I was starting to fall asleep a little bit, but I did enjoy it. Started watching that Brian Cox last night about the solar system. I love things like that. I'm a documentary man, aren't I? You're fiction. You like crime dramas and things like that. Murder mysteries.
Comedy.
Comedy. I quite like comedy, but if I'm left to my own devices, I generally sit and watch documentaries.
Well, that's nice.
It's a very deep cutting. It's a bit like the Galton cutting, isn't it? Not as pretty as the Galton cutting,
I
but...
was about to say, I think this is prettier. You look all the way back there.
It's dead straight, isn't it? Absolutely dead straight. Romans have been proud of this one.
Got a bit more power.
Yeah, we should see the lock, I think, when we go around this corner. You'll see another bridge. There's a big road bridge, and then locks and a house.
So this is where the other place that we could have moored last night, just before Walsall Road Bridge. I'm glad
Yeah.
we made a decision.
And it would have been
early.
alright actually, wouldn't it? Would have been okay. Would have got by.
Are we going down now or up?
Down. Down.
Down,
Oh,
down.
dead animal. The dead animal in the canal. It's always sad. I don't know whether it's appropriate that I should be filming dead animals, but you know. Rest in pieces. Who's locking today?
Not me too, being as you moaned so much about yesterday being on your own.
You can try a couple if you want, then I'll take over.
Have you got the anti-vandal key?
On the floor there.
Thank you.
You do a couple, I'll do a couple, you do a couple, I do a couple. I think I can see some water in the lock,
Oh, and me.
which is nice.
Why are you going on this side?
Pardon?
Why are you going on this
Oh
side?
yeah, can do, can't I? It's
Oh.
both towpaths.
Is that a little BCN cottage?
Yeah, and then this is a like a station, boaters.
Has it got a rubbish thing?
Ooh. Something just went in the prop. You hear that? So we've saved it. I don't know. We got it. I think I got it out. So here we are, Perry Barr locks, first time ever for me. This is the climb back down to where ultimately we're going, back to sort of was Curdworth. So this replaces, I guess, out of Birmingham, normally we go Farmers Bridge, Aston, and there's 11 at Aston and 13 at Farmers Bridge. So this is 12. So it's kind of, you know, obviously certain locks will be slightly deeper than others. So there. This looks very much like a rubbish point. I'll take that. Here we go. So we have BCN cottage number 85, BCN cottage number 86. Right, so Mrs. L is telling me that there's an empty pound further down, so I'm going to go down and have a look at that. We'll drop the boat in that
Do you want me
lock.
to stay on the boat? Do you want me to go on the boat?
No, it should be okay. Just grab a rope off. So let's go and have a look. We'll have to run some water down. This pound itself just here is a little bit low. So the next pound's full. I'll have a little walk down in a minute. I'll see what the rest is. This is empty. So I've opened this paddle. I'll go and open the next paddle and get Mrs. L to open the one above and run some water through. Deja vu. Had this yesterday on the Rushall flight. And here we are, second pound on the Perry Barr, and we're empty. There was me thinking it was going to be easy today, but no, here we go again. I'll have to go for a walk further down in a minute just to make sure that we've got some. The next pound is okay, but I just need to make sure the next one is after that. So if you can shut these doors but open the paddles. So running water in now. Try and get this pound filled. So, I've got that going on behind me. Let's go and have a look what's going on down in these other pounds, just to make sure I'm only doing this job once. I'm knackered already. We've been running for 10 minutes and I'm back where I was yesterday. At least I got Mrs. L with me today. It's a long way down here. In a minute I've got to walk all the way back up. Take up boating, they said. It'll be relaxing, they said. It'll be fun, they said. They lied. Everybody lied. That's where the Birmingham Commonwealth Games was. All through there. Right, so turned around. I can see the next 2 pounds. They've got water in, and we'll obviously be bringing water with us. So safe to continue as long as these pounds at the top are full. I got to go all the way back up here now. It's looking a bit better now. I've got back up here. We've got water again. We're having this lock. I think the issue might be gate 4. I'm not sure. The bottom gate's on lock 4. How are we doing here? This is the one that was struggling. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting closer, aren't we? So So that's got no paddle on it. This lock will only fill as quickly as this is filling, so it's at the level now. It already empties, so let's open the gate and then that's a beautiful little, looks like an egret type thing, you know, like it's like a type of heron, isn't it? But I've never seen one like that. Are you alright, missus?
Yeah, you alright?
Yes.
You looked a little
I've
bit...
walked about 1.5 miles already.
You looked a bit stressed when you threw the phone at me, going, I can't do this, there's just too many things to do
I
at
was carrying too
once.
much. Anyway,
You
had a fall, didn't you?
I did a fall.
Are you okay?
Yes, just a little bit of a bruised ego and hoping nobody's looking out their window filming me.
Oh God, I wish I'd got it. But you're alright?
Yeah.
Did you bang your hip?
Just my knee, and you know when you put your arm out to stop you and it just went down and my shoulder jarred and it was just like, but it's okay now.
Okay.
I've been doing some exercises whilst you've been walking up and down.
Okay. So, what we've got here, this where we've come from, is a massive long pound. So we can take a lot of water from that, which is what we've done. Both paddles open. Both paddles open. This pound is now got water in it, but it always had. The next lot there, all paddles up, and that's allowing us to fill the pound that was empty below that. Down from that, there's a couple of lowish pounds, but we're going to take a lot of water with us, so we should be fine. Because I wasn't sure what would happen with the levels, I've just very loosely tied this, just in case something weird happens with the levels with me messing around with these paddles. I'm not experienced enough, but I just know that, you know, you don't want tight lines. I want to get a bit more water into this pound here. Right, that's now looking better. So back at lock 2, the pound's good down there, so I'm going to close this off so I can fill this lock. And then once this is full, Mrs. L can close all the paddles on the lock previous to this. Ideally I wanted her to close the bottom gates first, because this is getting full, and now that lock's emptying up there, which it could have stayed full. Hey ho. Close it. Come on, Pooh. Yeah, close it. So after about an hour, we've gone from 1 lock to 2. I am knackered. Knackered. I put the warmest jumper on ever and a hat. Now the sun's come out. Having a great day.
I'm about to have a constructive rant, and it's important to know that this isn't a CRT bashing session. I truly believe they have a massive task on with very limited funds, and we could talk all day about salaries and poor decisions, but there's so much more to it than that.
So that's the 7 done in what they call the first flight. 1, 2, 3. Gonna go around the corner now, got another 4. I hope they're in better nick than these 7. God's sake. Now you know I'm a big supporter of the BCN and a big supporter of cruise it or lose it. But this is kind of an indication of, like, it's a bit of a vicious circle, isn't it? Because I guess low priority is given to routes that aren't overly used. So things have to be really bad before they actually do something about it. But when it's this bad, why would anyone want to use it? So it's kind of, you know, 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. If this runs smoothly, you gladly do it because it's actually lovely. But if it's this hard, and it was hard yesterday on the Rushall flights as well, they're both routes that don't get a lot of use because the boaters aren't going to come here if, you know, if it's not nice. And CRT aren't going to fix it if there's not enough demand. I'm hot, tired and in a bad mood. I don't like being in a bad mood when I'm boating. Let's shake myself up now. Is 11 o'clock in the morning too early for wine? That would work. Well done, missus.
Well done, you.
Come on.
Thanks.
I've just been telling everybody that I don't like it when boating puts me in a bad mood. I have to be in a good mood when I'm boating.
Can I say I don't like it when you're in a bad mood either?
I throw
But
things.
have you got over and done with?
Yeah.
Have you got it out your system?
Yeah.
Good.
I threw my hat down
Oh yeah.
in disgust.
Yeah, I saw that.
What else did I do?
Stomped off like a little baby.
Had a few paddy whacks. Swore profusely at everyone and everything.
Whereas I think I only use the F word twice.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh God, mine was obscene. So the next locks are around this corner.
Okay,
So we've got 4. So that's what they call the first flight. Then you got the 4, and then you've got 3, I think, or something like that. 2 down by Spaghetti Junction. So we're going around here now to 4.
Okay.
Going under the M6 and under the Aldridge Road. You were actually very pretty, but I wasn't looking at you. I was just swearing at you. It's a nice flight of locks, if they worked, I'm sure. I'll tell you what you did the other day, didn't you? You took us all by surprise when we were drunk and booked us to go to Prague. We all woke up the following morning and went, did Paula really book us to go to Prague? There's the M6, it's never far away from Birmingham.
And also, what else did I do on Tuesday night?
You booked us to go to see a Carpenters tribute band. Why do I need to go and see a Carpenters
I thought
tribute
I'd get
band?
you whilst you were like on your 8th whiskey.
I'm not letting you get drunk again. I'm not letting me get drunk again. Oh, it's noisy under here, isn't it? It's one of the busiest stretches of road in Europe, apparently. The M6 at Birmingham. You've got the M6, the M5, M42, it all comes together. Carries an awful lot of traffic. Right, do you think our troubles are over now? I've had 24 hours of troubles. The highlight of my 24 hours has been a kebab. And being with my wife, who came back with a beautiful hairstyle. So I'm happy again now. doesn't take long.
I heard you whinging. I
Ugh.
was like, oh, please. I bet your subscribers don't want to listen to you whinge.
No, I try not to be a whinge. I try to be, what's the word?
I'm sorry, say that again. I try not to be a whinger.
I try to be pragmatic about the situation. And this is an ideal example, yesterday and today, of there's not enough people using this bit of cut. It's a vicious circle, isn't it? Because CRT aren't going to fix something if the demand for it isn't there.
Which is
But
quite
the
right.
demand for it won't come there because nobody wants to come on these canals. So you think, oh, something's got to give. Either more people have got to come on here and start saying, we can't get through that, we're losing too much water, whatever it is. Or CRT have just got to go, we've now fixed that. Look, world, come and visit with Birmingham's canals because they are very easy to use. One of those two things has got to happen, but one of those two probably won't happen.
It starts with just one person.
I'm going to start it.
One voice.
I'm going to Parliament with a banner on my own.
Here you are, I'll go sort it.
I think it's got water in. Okay. Got your anti-vandal. Yeah. I think I probably need a visit down the weed hatch at some point. It's not, seems to be a bit of a struggle, you know. So I try to accelerate sometimes. It feels like it doesn't want to, then it suddenly fires into life. I've had enough now.
Did you fall out with that gate?
Yes.
I definitely saw a John Cleese moment when you started to hit it with your windlass.
I've had enough of it. Tired.
I know.
had 2 days of this now.
I'm being very supportive. I love you. Got another kebab?
No. You know what we're having for dinner today?
What?
KFC from by Tyburn House.
Okay.
I'll hold it on the line there, go and get KFC.
Okay. Would that make you feel better?
Yeah, we're still about 15 hours away though, because we've got 3 more locks to do.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just horrible. Now the gates come open again, look. Ain't you going back? It gets 1 chance. It's had 3 chances. Somebody coming up here will enjoy it.
I
Is
don't
anyone
think anyone's
stupid
coming.
enough to come up?
Oh, you've done ever so well though. Not to hurt yourself or injure yourself.
I swiftly went and had a word with myself, and then all was right with my world again. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.